Back out here again, Rochester, New York, doing what they do best. Got one over there, one right here, and they are doing what they do best. Illegal ticket quotas. And you got one across the street, TEU 9, and you got TEU 4 right here. No New York State plates, all right? No vehicle registrations on the cars, all right? This is what Rochester, New York does, okay? And let me go across the street real quick. Try not to get killed. What's up, man? But this is what they do. They sit out here in these parking lots and they wait for cars to come by and then they write tickets, you know, and extort people. They tow cars, impound lots, seeing record numbers of cars. This is what they do. They got one sitting here, right here, waiting. Again, now, they pull people over for not having visible registrations, right? But yet, if you look on their cars, all right, they don't have any visible registrations on their cars. Look, they got an inspection sticker, but no visible registration on the car. All right, and then no New York State plates. All right, just traffic enforcement unit. So they pull people over. The guy across the street, he doesn't have any registration sticker on his car, but he has plates. But here, Rochester, they ain't displaying any. All right, he's got a ticket in his hand over there to give him. All right, and opening his door, all in his door. And this is what they do. Hey, you guys are pulling people over for no registrations displayed, stuff like that? Right. So say someone doesn't have a vehicle registration, is that a ticket? Where's your guys? Where's yours? You don't have one displayed? Why? You guys don't need it? You're special. Huh? Well, how do you get exempt? Huh? For the governor, for the state? But if you go to like Arundecoy, other towns, they have plates. There's no plates, no registration visible. So, no, I'm finding that information out. All right. Yeah, because no. But yeah, isn't that kind of crazy that you guys don't need one? You got an inspection sticker. You see something? There's some fine line. It's not a safe. It's not a safety issue. Emissions. It's up for interpretation. But did you know that traffic enforcement isn't law? It's vehicle and traffic. It says law, but it really isn't law. You know that, right? Civil, criminal. Those are the only two forums, right? Civil. It's either civil or criminal, right? All right. That would fall under civil. So in a civil, yeah, then it's criminal. So it's either civil or criminal, and then each one has an injured party, right? That's law. I mean, that's law 101. So I'm trying to educate you. This is what's going on. So if it's civil, where is the injured party? They get injured. They are the party. So they're the one claiming the injury. See how it works? This people are figuring this out, and I'm out here to teach them, because this is 100% Failure of due process. No, no, you don't. You actually, I don't pay tickets. I don't drive with a license. Guess what? I haven't had a license in years because you don't need one. It's not a privilege. It's a right to travel. It absolutely is. It's not a preference. Yes, when you have a license. When you don't have a license, guess what? You're not in that program. You get a ticket, and guess what you do? You file. What you do is you file a affidavit proving jurisdiction. They don't have it. Proving injured party. They don't have it, and guess what? It just disappears. Exactly. It just disappears magically, or they say, Mr. Such and such, we're no longer pursuing this matter. That's it. And this is what I'm out here trying to educate people. You guys are trying to meet quotas. No, it's not illegal. It is not illegal. There's case law. There's case laws out here. Right. It's because there's legal and there's lawful. Just because it's legal doesn't mean it's lawful. You ever heard of color of law? You ever heard of color of law? You ever heard of color of law? This is color of law. It looks like the law, but it's really not. And when you actually go through the process, what's your name, officer? Huh? Say it again. Maltzpaw? Okay. But I'm educating people out here. You know, they're gonna know what you guys are doing is illegal. Towing cars is 100% unconstitutional. What you guys put on the tow sheet is straight fraud. You don't give people opportunities to remove their car. You guys call the tow truck company for them, telling their vehicle is illegal or immovable, which is totally lack of due process. So you actually steal their... No, you actually don't. You file the right paperwork. Guess what? You get a check, all right? You get a check for reimbursements because they know what they're doing. And as more people get educated, this will stop. See this? Do you know why this neighborhood is targeted right now? Because there's a lot of crime, right? So it looks like you guys are out here. Oh, there's 10 cop cars riding up and down the street. They're out here for safety. No, they're out here to generate funds under the look of safety because you guys don't go to the criminal calls. Because I sat out here when there was a car accident and you guys didn't show up to the car accident. You guys were pulling cars over. The guy waited 4 hours before an officer finally showed up because you're on a detail. You got to be here. Only unless it's some serious crime you guys got to go to. But if there was a call right now, TEU is not showing up on the scene. That is true. Other cars will respond first unless you guys are needed. Trust me, I know how this all operates. And we're gonna have some changes real soon. And you guys will see. Because this is... And when you know how to go to the right people, you do. I'm just out here because I see another car pulled over, probably going to tow his car. You guys are generating funds, putting people further in the hole. All for what? Victimless crimes. These are victimless crimes. That's different. That's something different. Then they got to deal with it. That is a victimless crime. No one was hurt here. That's a fact. Listen, if this goes in front of a right court, which is not a traffic court, when it goes in front of a right court, they'll throw the ticket out automatically because there's no jurisdiction, there's no injured party. That's not law. That's how you win. And it's not about bucking the system. It's about what's right and what's wrong. I've seen you guys make families walk over what, an inspection sticker? I mean, come on. Yeah, I've seen you guys. I got videos of this stuff documented. Trust me. You, Lathrop, what's the other one that I got a notice of claim against? Forgot his name. But like I said, you guys are going to be hearing. This is going to stop sooner than later because the people need to know about what's going on, I mean, I see this all day, cars getting towed. That's just generating funds for the city. It's what it is, guys. You know it. You guys have quotas. It's not road. That doesn't make the road safe because cars. It doesn't make a road safe by pulling people over. It's victimless crimes. Yeah. No, they're not. People, you can't control people drinking. You can't do it. You can't control anybody drinking. Who makes the laws? Who makes the laws possible for that to happen? Think about it. You could craft it any way you want, but it is a victimless crime. You can't control what people do. You know? It sounds good for people who don't really understand what you guys are doing, but I know what's happening out here. You know? And then the hours you guys are out here, you're not out here at 2 a.m. where all the real crimes going on and people are getting everything stolen and robberies and break-ins. You guys aren't out here for that. You guys are out here during working hours, 9 to 6 p.m. or maybe 7. That's it. You guys aren't out here traffic enforcement. Right? You guys are out here? Traffic enforcement's out here at 12, 1 o'clock in the morning? No. Trust me, I'm out here recording the other. What else is going on out here? So, what's up, Cuts? But I know you're only doing your job. I get it. I understand that. I'm not a person that hates police or none of that. And I get it. It's the people who make. Yeah, I don't hate the police. I don't antagonize the police. Yeah, I'm respectful. I stay back. I don't bother anybody. But I'm just making people aware and to show people, look, we got to change this because this isn't fighting crime. This city is literally decaying right before all of our eyes. All right, and it's not your guys' fault. All right, it's not. It's not any of officers' fault. All right, you guys are just doing what you're told. You know what I mean? You guys are out here enforcing traffic, driving by people handing drugs to each other. People, all kinds of crime happening. So I know it's coming from the top down, because I'm literally watching this city decay. From the drugs, the fentanyl, I mean, it's out of control. Did you hear about the guy who got caught raping a 5-year-old and assault weapons charge, and he had a $500 bond out in Williamson? That's crazy to me. I've literally watched a guy. Yeah, did you get an appearance ticket? I seen a guy. He got caught with a gun. He was gonna rob something, and if the person didn't say he was threatened, they were gonna cut him loose right there. So I know it's not you guys. And for me, honestly, the day the police realize what's going on at the top and say, you know what, I didn't sign up for this, or we need to do this, or we need to do that, is the day everything changes, because you guys are the hand. Without you guys, the government can't do what it does. And this is long. This goes through every aspect of our daily life. How many officers have been killed in traffic stops? A lot, right? How many people been killed in traffic stops? A lot, right? Well, what are people getting pulled over for? Tail lights, headlights, stupid shit, right? When you think about it, I mean, it's for what? Some officers, we can't not deny it, will kill somebody over just for, saying, what'd you pull me over? Or why'd you do this? Or with it, asking questions. Some officers don't want to hear it. They think they're above the law, and they do what they do. I mean, that does happen, And what's good is this, yes, that's beautiful. They didn't tow it today. But you guys do tow.
We do tow when it works.
You're right. He didn't have an inspection sticker or a registration.
We had to write the tow that we didn't do it.
Exactly. So kudos sometimes, because it's officer discretion. But when I see, and I appreciate you talking to me. Well, I know, because I already know, because believe me, I know. But going to get the next one. So But he got a break. Right. And I get the breaks, but did he really get a break? Because he got tickets. So think about it. A break is a break. You can't, no one's getting arrested. Let's keep it real. But where's he going? He's not going to get arrested. He'll get a ticket. You're not going to take him down to Monroe County. That's definitely not going to happen unless he has warrants for something else. So I know how this city's operating right now. Yeah, I know. Believe me. Trust me. And I'm not just I don't do this to you. I mean, state police. I'm at the city hall. I'm at the sheriff's office. I'm all over the place. I just came back from New York City, actually. So, I know what's going on here, And you think it's bad here? Well, no, Rochester is bad. I went to Buffalo. Buffalo's not even this bad. What's going on here in these streets? It's insane. What's happening. You guys see it every day. It's because basically crime is legal right now, and that's what the streets know. So I appreciate you talking to me. I'll be out here. You'll see me again. Yep, you too. All right. Shout out to Officer. He is, he sees me out here, so he figured he'd talk. But shout out to him. And he didn't tow the car, which is not a break, But it is a break, but it's not a break because they're still generating the funds. I don't know. Maybe someone's seen the video somewhere. Like, look, let's not tow the cars. There's a fucking maniac out here recording all the police. And yeah, let's just generate some. Let's get these tickets. Who knows? I don't fucking know. But yeah, he gave a ticket and ripped down the street to give another one. So I don't care what anybody says. He can make any analogy that he wants. This is not anything to do with fighting crime. Like I said, they're not out here late at night, traffic enforcement unit. There may be one or two, but they're looking for, drunk drivers, stuff like that. But they're not doing this. All right. They should be doing business enforcement because that place has been broken into. Family Dollars are boarded up. That's what they should be doing. Do street details. Like, they're instead, nope, they're out for themselves, generating funds. They got another one down here. But again, he's always been cordial with me. But like I said, they don't know, And there's the other one. And he's the OG. This one right here in TEU 4. He's been writing tickets for years. He's usually posted up downtown. But you see, this is money, man. This is a money grab. It's not about safety or none of that. I mean, come on. When has the government ever cared about your safety? No, they make money and profit off of your guys, our safety, That's what they do. That's what they do, guys. And this car's like on a dead end, so I don't know. But like I said, shout out to him for talking. All right, what's up, everybody? Mr. McMittens, Divine Lion. What's good, Mike Jones? Pale Horse Rider, what's good, my brother? Like I said, what's up, Wicked Future? Chemtrail, Cincinnati Jack, shout out to all you guys. Like I said, I'm on this channel now. Until my other one comes off suspension next week. But I got some shit to do. So they'll be out here all day. I want to get the right person to interact, to tell them, give them some pointers and shit. But like I said, they believe that this is how it goes. Even the officers, they believe this is the law. This is not the law. Unless he's just blowing smoke. You got to be crazy. This has nothing to do with law. He even said the victim was the state. Like, wow. He even admitted when you sign up for that driver's license, you signed up to obey all vehicle and traffic laws. Therefore, don't fucking sign up. Even the officer, that's a witness right there. Just don't sign up for it. You know, it's already been ruled on. You can drive. You know what I mean? You can travel. That is a commercial driver's license program. That's why you have classes and your class D as driver. That's what they list you as, a driver in New York State. You know? So, it's what they do, man. And it looks like, oh, look, they're helping the community, you know? But they're not. You know, and they said, oh, we gave him a break. Yeah, you didn't tow his car, but he's got tickets. You know? That's not a break. A break is, oh, you know, you're going to work. You know, you have family to feed. Oh, man. You know what? Have a nice day. Nope. That is good. That is a break, guys. You know, that's a break. Remember, we're at a time where, you know what? You know, enough's enough. So, no, that's not a break. You know, any way you look at it, it's not a break. You know, for a person getting a ticket, it may feel like a break, but when you look at it, it's not a break. Let's get to the point. They're still generating the funds, and that's it. So, I mean, it's easy, and more information is hitting the internet all day. There was this one tactic that I think is fucking genius, and shout out to Brian, for sharing that information. That is a bullet that I'm gonna put in my repertoire for sure. I mean, that is a hand tire, a head scratcher, and a what the fuck moment that you'll get from a cop. You know, and it's epic because it'll support your claim 100%, and then it'll further weave them into a fucking web that they can't escape from, because it's gotten to where, you know what, this energy is opened up to where it's so simple. It is so fucking simple, guys. It is so simple, you know. I'm gonna go across the street. And I'm gonna jaywalk. I'm gonna jaywalk because I would love them to fucking stop me and harass me for jaywalking and try to give me a ticket. Good God Almighty, but I love that. So I'm going to jaywalk. I'm going to jaywalk. Gonna get a ringside seat. And he said we could take him to jail. You know? Oh man, it's nasty over here. It's nasty over here. So yeah, he's out there writing a ticket. And you know. But again, shout out to all you guys. But yeah, and then again, they target old fucking vehicles, man, old shit, and yeah, but yeah, we're working on that registration, guys. That's gonna be a fucking key for real. They're exempt from registration, so I do have information lined up to receive that information. And I want to know their process and what routes and roads and all in between. What I put on there is I want all information recorded and on record and in the County of Deeds on Rochester, New York Police Department vehicle registration. Basically the entire process they go through, word for word, point for point, form for form, on how they register their vehicles, how much it costs for their vehicles, everything in between. So once I get that information, guys, good Lord, because how can they, which have to obey vehicle and traffic laws, okay, be able to do that shit. All right, now they're not supposed to be speeding. They're supposed to obey all vehicle and traffic laws during non-emergencies. And there's another thing, they speed to catch speeders. That's not an emergency. Someone going fucking 40 and a 30 isn't an emergency, and therefore they don't need to speed or break the law. This is all we got to do is use their shit against them, man. Point blank, period. There's no personam jurisdiction. There's no subject matter jurisdiction. No jurisdiction whatsoever. Okay. There's no victim. Civil, criminal law, you got to have a victim. There is none. The state can't be a victim. Okay. Make them prove that they've been damaged. All right. And if they go that far, well, where did I fuck up at? Tell me how I'm liable to pay this. Where did I go wrong so I can undo that? Why am I being harassed on the road when it's been constitutionally ruled already that I am able to travel? All right. And not to mention all the other case law on enforced insurances and all this other shit. You know? So we got to get educated, man. Shit like this. You got to remember, other countries, Mexico, it's option. If you want to get insurance, you can. All right. You ain't got to register shit. You ain't got to do shit. You ain't got to, like I said, go to fucking Mexico and see how easy it is. All right. And there's more crime in America than Mexico, in case anyone hasn't known. All right. They don't violate your human being going to Mexico. Coming back, you see the violation of the human being. All right. And this is in the Mexican Constitution, It is. So, it is what it is, man. So, people have been, they've been conditioned through cops, right? What did we all watch as we were kids? Cops. All right, we watched Cops. We watched all the cop shows. We thought this was how it's supposed to be. No, man, these motherfuckers work for us. That is the Rochester Police. All right, the Rochester Police Department. It's another department of the city of Rochester, which is a fucking security team for the city. All right, they have no power, no authority, or any jurisdiction over any matter. All right. That's why if you get arrested, they hand you off to the Monroe County Sheriffs. That right there, say, wait a minute, what just happened? They turned your body over to the actual sheriff. Well, how are they able to do that shit? They're no better than Walmart security, man. It's the illusion of power that they have. All right? Think about this shit. They have no jurisdiction at all. Rochester, you think Rochester police have jurisdiction? Fuck no. They're the one who initiated this stop. They're the one who stopped your progress, man. If it's about safety, the fucking system won't throw out gun charges and dope charges for a unconstitutional stop. If it's an unconstitutional stop, they throw out everything that was under that stop, guys. People have been caught with pounds of drugs, guns, and all that shit dropped because it was an unjustified, unconstitutional stop. So what does that tell you? It ain't about no fucking safety, man. Don't fall for that for 1 minute. Because if it was about safety, those charges would have stuck. Why can't they stick? Because something they're doing is not in line with the law. Point blank, period. And that's what we got to know, man. It's like I said, man, it's a whole repertoire. Hey, take the tickets, take the toll. You can get it all back, Like I said, I don't recommend this for anybody. You got to be living this way. You got to be built for this. And, this is a way of life, man. And knowing these little things. And knowing these things. Hold on, guys. I got to get moving. But once he pulls off, I'm going to be out. But knowing these things, you'll realize that, What's up, man? So knowing these things, we learn to deal with these motherfuckers, man. What's good with you? Huh? Oh, okay. Nah, I'm just recording their ass. Oh, they got you for inspection? I watch them doing this shit all day long. Yo, they trying to get that bag. He said he ain't gonna tow it. Oh, I see him. They let the one dude go, and I talked to the other cop. He said, "Look, we didn't tow it. We gave him a break." I watched him one day tow like 20 cars. So I don't know if they gonna tow him today. They might just give you a ticket and you. Yeah, yeah. Try not to let this shit they doing is all. They ain't even supposed to be doing this shit. You know what I'm saying? You know why they stopped you. You know. Yeah. Yeah, he got a slew of tickets for you. Yo, listen, listen, man. Make them prove jurisdiction, them tickets go away. You know? That's all you gotta do. Let's see if he towed his car. Man, he got a fucking book of tickets. He got four. I know how it's folded up. Trust me, he's got 4 tickets. So yeah, I don't sound like he hasn't handed him the tickets yet. So it sounds like he might be trying to tow the motherfucking car. He got the keys in his hand, so. But this is what they do. This is what they do, guys. I think he might be trying to tow the damn car. I mean, come on, man. Guys. This is what gets me right here. You know what I'm saying? The jam up. You know what I mean? Keep people down. Keep people in a rut. You know we're gonna keep driving without a license and pay the ticket. Maybe you can't afford it. Shit like that. You know? You good, man? You good? Or he gonna tow it? He said he gonna tow it? There goes TEU9, the brother I was talking to right there. He said he gonna tow it? Why he gonna tow it? You should tell him, yo, can I get it towed? This is how they get extra money. They tow it for you. When you tell him, yo, I can get it towed. You know what I'm saying? Because that's how they get you. Then you gotta pay, instead of 50 for a tow, you gotta pay $160 fucking dollars at the tow yard. Now see, the other cop said he gave the other guy a break. Now here, they about to tow this car. You know why they want to tow it, right? Cause you more likely not to come back and get the shit. This is what burns me up, guys. This shit pisses me off, man. Why you can't get your own tow? It does work like that. Guys, you see that? He said it doesn't work like that. I bet you show him. You supposed to say, let me see on paper how it works. You see what I'm saying? It's dirty, man. They just telling you that shit. See? These motherfuckers out here robbing people, man. That's not how it works. You got an opportunity to get your own shit, and this is what they doing. He can't even show you that shit in writing on a piece of paper or nothing. They calling a tow truck company for him.
It's not park. It's park.
Nah, you wanna, yo, you can park it right here.
I'm good right here.
That's why, listen, if you ever, if you ever get pulled over, park in a parking lot. Always go to a parking lot. Because then you're off. That's another tool, guys. If you guys ever get stopped, pull in a parking lot or a driveway. The people in the driveway might be like, yeah, you're good here. Fuck these people, man. This is the shit that I'm talking about. It's a dead-end street. It's not obstructing any look at this shit. You know, they make up excuses, man. You know? And this is how they do it, man. They generate money, man. It's disgusting. You know? It's crazy. And, yo, my man, they try to search cars before they tow them. Tell them, don't touch my fucking car. Lock the doors. Huh? Oh, he took your keys. Hell no. Probably towed another fucking car right there. Who knows? This shit burns me up, guys. This shit make me dead, man. You know? And this is what they do, man. They jam people up, man. Like, he didn't have to tow this car. Like I said, they ride around with no plates and no registration, towing cars for no plates and registration. How does that work, guys? How the people that work for us is supposed to set the example for us. I should get some TE middle finger plates and put them on my car and drive with just an inspection sticker on the bitch and say, oh shit, you guys could do it. And if I'm telling you right now, you guys got my word. When I find out this information and when I do what they do, I'm going to put TEU, FU with a middle finger, and those are going to be my plates for Rochester. Those are the plates that I'm going to file at the county building. When they run my plates, it's going to come up, okay, this is a do not stop, do not detain, because this motherfucker already done figured this shit out. Because I'm going to just use what they use. That's it. It's this easy, guys. It's this fucking simple, man. You know? It don't work like that. He said it don't work like that. It's crazy. It don't work. It don't work like that. Yeah, man. You ever get pulled over again? This shit crazy, man. At least people know my brother down there is like making sure he good. Let's hear what he's saying. Can you show? What's the policy? They'll never show you that on paper. Like I said, they'll never show you that on paper. They just talk it. Huh? I'm the one that's going to change this. Just see. Just see. I'm the one that's going to change your policies. Guaranteed. I guarantee it. Because that is a legal tow, failure of due process. Doesn't matter. I never had a license. It does. Hey, he did. It's victimless crime. Where's the victim? Where's the victim, officer? You can't, listen. Listen, what if I just tripped and fell and your gun went off and you killed me? Come on, what if the sky falls? We don't live in a what if society, officer. We live in this is straight generating money. This is generating money. He's allowed to get a tow. He's allowed to get his own tow. This has already been ruled on, officer. And guess what? One of the most famous cases came out of Rochester, New York. This is a lack of he's depriving you of due process by stealing your vehicle. Exactly. How you know he don't have a tow truck he can call to come get it? Have you given him that right? No, you didn't. I believe me, it is, because this is all illegal. You will see, officer. You guys are out here just bilking people for money, man. Forget the crime that's going on in the neighborhoods. It's all about the money. Believe me, I'm watching this city decay right before my very eyes. You know? And you guys, I'm just doing my job, is a problem. Because you're not stopping crime. And again, here you go, stealing cars. And look, I know you guys are just doing your job. I get it. But you let the other guy go. He didn't have any registration. I watched it. And even the guy across, your partner, it wasn't displayed. It wasn't displayed. But it wasn't displayed. You towed another car the other day over here for not having it. I've seen you tow 20 cars in 2 hours. You know, I know, trust me. You're not here for safety. You know? I mean, this is just outrageous. This further puts people in a hole, you know? But you guys will see, because, listen, this is going to stop sooner or later. It's not illegal. It's already been ruled on. Forced insurance is unconstitutional. Your right to travel is constitutional. The driver's license program is driving is not a privilege. You know that, right? So, you know, it is what it is. And I get it. Again, you're doing your job. That's it. But I mean, officer discretion, he could have got his own tow. Listen, I've been pulled over, illegal plates, everything. An officer says, just when I get in the car, you know, I don't know nothing. You guys do that. No, this isn't the city of Rochester. Trust me, it's officer discretion. It's officer discretion, you know? But like I said, it's generating money for the city of Rochester, which is a public corporation. And that's how you guys make your quotas. Your quotas are unconstitutional, so you hide over here in the guise of oh, this is a high crime area, send 9 traffic enforcement units, and don't no one fight crime, just pull cars over. I know what you guys do. Trust me. I know exactly what goes on. Why don't you do business enforcement? Businesses getting broken into, cars getting stolen, you know? And that's another thing. You guys will tow a car that's been stolen from somebody and the owner has to pay to get it out of the pound. How does that even work? Don't you think some things are wrong? But yeah, he's towing the guy's car, guys. He's being a good little order follower. All right, officer, have a nice day. I'll be out here all day. And soon enough, it's all coming to a screeching halt. Just you'll watch, you'll see. You'll hear about it. Rochester equals 666 states, Thomas. But yeah. I don't even want to see the tow truck come because it'll set off a whole nother level of I'm upset. But they'll be out here all day. I might even set up a traffic stop for myself and then have you in a whirlwind and see how you handle it. See how you handle my traffic stop. I don't need a driver's license. I don't sign up to be terrorized, officer. You give me a ticket, watch what happens. That's all I got to say. You don't need one. It's already been ruled on, and it's becoming more common now. And when people figure it out, they're going to realize, damn, I've signed up for this. Even the other officer knows you sign up for it. So guess what? If you don't sign up for it, you have the right to travel freely and unhindered, especially by traffic enforcement. Because there's no victim, guys. No victim, no crime. That's how the law works. And what's your name, officer? Huh? There's too much traffic out here. What's your name? Huh? Pension? Mitchell. That's right, Mitchell. But this isn't a busy street, but there is only two factions of law, and that's criminal and civil. This would fall under civil unless somebody committed a crime. So civil, in a real court, not a traffic court, there's got to be a victim, right? Just like the officer said, who's the victim? The state. Well, guess what? The state has no personam jurisdiction over anybody, all right? You have to volunteer for that. So guess what happens to those tickets? All those paperwork you're doing magically just vanish in thin air. Or you get a nice little letter saying, we're no longer pursuing this matter. And guess who it's coming from? The state. Because this is all just 100% generating money. Okay, you know this, and this is fact, so tell me if this is wrong. If you do a unconstitutional stop, just hear me out. Just wait, give me one word. No, I'm not blabbering. It's okay. There's no such thing as a sovereign citizen. This is called law. So you know how I'm gonna prove it to you? Say you do an unconstitutional stop and the person has a gun and the drugs and he gets arrested. Guess what happens when it gets all the way to the top? It gets thrown out. So is it really about safety? So this man, whoever it was, would get pulled over and have drugs and guns. And guess what? It all gets tossed out and they get no charges because it was an unjustified, unconstitutional stop. So how does that work? That means something is wrong. So he roll up the window because he knows I'm right. And he calls a sovereign citizen. There's no such thing as a sovereign citizen, just so you know. There's no such thing. It's not. That's called a oxymoron statement. Because if you look it up, you cannot be sovereign and a citizen. Point blank, period. Like I said, you guys are going to learn. You guys are going to see and understand that what you're doing, I'm sure you know. You've been to enough traffic court, which is, there's no jurisdiction in there. And there's I personally, listen, the attorney for the Rochester traffic court violations knows who I am, all right? And also, in Rochester, New York, why is the tickets falling under city code now? You know that, right? That's totally has nothing to do with law. Am I right? Doesn't these tickets fall under city code now? Yeah, it's one hell of a racket, guys. And I bet you don't know why they moved from the arcade building to where they are now. Do you know that? Rochester was doing something they weren't supposed to do. Do you know that? You remember, you used to go to arcade building, right? Why isn't it there no more? Look into it, officer. You know? So, like I said, again, you're just doing your job, but don't call people ignorant and a sovereign citizen when they know exactly what's going on. That's not sovereign citizen. That's called knowing the law. There's two things in this world. Legal and lawful. Just because it's legal doesn't mean it's lawful. You ever heard of color of law? You guys operate under the guise of law, but you really aren't law. And you work for the Rochester Police Department, who's security for the city of Rochester. If you arrest somebody, you take them to the real police, which is the sheriff. Believe me, I know how this runs and operates, you know? So, again, don't call people coming up sovereign citizens just because you don't understand. There's no such thing as a sovereign citizen, all right? That's put out there so people like you think that, when really, if you look at everything I said, it's all under the law. I don't make anything up. This is what it is. And here's the tow truck that you guys called, because City of Rochester doesn't have it because they know what they're doing. Because you didn't afford him his right to get that car moved from his property You just took it to generate more money for the city of Rochester impound. So, again, officer, have a nice day. But listen, there's no such thing as a sovereign citizen. The law is the law, the letter of the law, not code, statutes, and all this other garbage, which is just to generate funds under commercial codes, officer. It has nothing to do with that. Like I said, don't be surprised if you pull me over in a traffic stop, and just don't get yourself into a pickle. All right? Again, guys, they are towing this car. And this is what they do. And this tow company is complacent in it. Like I said, I'll get that information. Huh? This is what they do, man. This and they got my son like 4 weeks ago, but I got them in a pickle right now. I'm filing notice of claim against the city of Rochester, the police, the officers, and the county.
163 to get this out before.
Yeah.
It's only 163 a day.
Yeah, but listen, you can get all that shit back, man. Listen, all them tickets he gave you, don't plead not guilty, or plead not guilty. Go there and make them prove jurisdiction. They're gonna throw them tickets out. Just go in there and say, listen, you guys prove jurisdiction. Just you don't even gotta know nothing. Just say
all
that.
my tickets, because I got
all your tickets.
My Impala. My Chevy evidence last week. I got driver's license, registration, all that shit. But my shit was insured.
The worst thing you could do is ignore them. Go there, plead not guilty. Say, listen.
They didn't give me a payment plan.
Prove jurisdiction. See, that's what they try to do. They try to, we'll cut you a deal. Nah, they just want to generate money. When you learn this shit, all this shit stops. All this stuff stops, man. You know what I'm saying? Because they took one. I let it sit there for a few days because I wanted to rack up the bill because the city of Rochester is going to cut me a check because what they're doing is illegal and unlawful. You see how he towing your car? Look what the tow truck company is. They don't have a city of Rochester tow truck company. Why? Because they doing this shit illegally. You see, they were supposed to give you hey, can you get a tow truck to come get the car?
Like, I ain't get no number, no nothing.
Exactly. This is how they do it, man. You good though? All right. I'm about to go head out, man. Jim, man, just be safe out here. Again, they looking to get money, man. You know? They ain't blocking the street for the tow truck. So, again, you guys see it. Another one bites the dust. But again, like I said, these cops are ignorant. They don't know any better. And, you see what he called me, a sovereign citizen. I didn't say anything that was from my own beliefs. This is what they got out here. It's what they got out here. This ain't my belief. You know what I'm saying? This is what the law states. That's what I say. I gotta do some studying where I could recite that shit right in front of them. Court cases and all that, Meaning studying is to, I know what I'm talking about, but remembering it to be able to shoot it is a different thing. I need to go do like a little kid and just read it fucking 50 times, read it 50 times, read it 50 times, and then I'll be able to retain that shit. Is my screen black? It's like who'd you injure, right? You got to think about this stuff, man. It's actually really easy. And like I said, man, a new tactic is pretty dope, man. It's pretty good. One of the new tactics. It was look at the dog in there. It was I'll break it down in another video, but it's a really good tactic that will kind of like mind fuck whoever's pulling you over. Like I said, I don't recommend this for everybody. If you stand against tyranny, this is just shit you do, But like I said, you got to take, these people don't know. They're going to do what their policy is. You cannot get mad. You can be stern and strong in your voice, but don't be, stupid and angry. You get yourself fucked up by these cops, You got to know how to control your energy, your emotions, your energy and motion. So you learn how to do that. Like I said, you know when you get stopped. You about to take a quick. You could try, but you're gonna get it. You know, you're gonna get a ticket or whatever, or you're gonna get out of it. You know, it all depends. You know, ask for a supervisor right off the motherfucking bat. You know, you could do that too. You get stopped, say, hey, you know, what's the reason? Okay, all right. Well, can you write me a ticket? Anything else after that is, I'm under arrest. All right, what your suspicion was, you know the answer to it now. Now where would he go from there? You know? Because them just observe, oh, we couldn't see your plate. Well, that ain't my fault. Fix your fucking eyes. That's not a reasonable stop. All this shit's been ruled on. One thing to study is case laws, you know? And you'll understand things to say, things to not do, you know? But this new one is pretty crazy, guys. This new one is pretty crazy. All right, guys. So, be back. I gotta charge my phone. Now I gotta go home and do some more stuff. And thanks for you know, y'all dropping in and stuff. So it's actually, guys, it's actually so simple to understand just the basics, man. You know, just one thing to do is jurisdiction. That is one thing to study. That is everything, you know. Due process. Jurisdiction, due process, constitution. Constitutional cases on whatever you're doing will give you the insight on a lot of things. It's actually pretty easy, you know. Like I said, there's a lot of agents out there or channels out there that make it seem so complex. So there's some that make it seem so complex because they're straight just throwing you off a curve. Then there's some that make it seem so complex so you can come to them to spend money to get the information. And they make it a long-winded fucking thing, and it's like, damn. But when you realize, you're like, damn, man, this fucking shit is easy. All that extra shit is just unnecessary. You know? So, I mean, this is what we gotta start doing. You know? Gotta start off with a clean slate. You know? And even if you go through it, even if you go all the way to court, and some reason they say you're good or whatever the hell they try to do or whatever, you know, because one thing you don't want to do is you don't want to be in a traffic court, so you want to avoid that. And by avoiding that is filing an affidavit to them, all right, making them prove it, because that sets them up for the next level, you know. That's all you do. You're responding to them, but not in their way. That's the thing. Your failure to respond will result in suspension. All right, well, bitch, I responded. Now you answer my response. They got to, because they initiated you. They opened up the door for whatever you got to come through. And it's all within your right. And again, anything to do with constitutionality, if you don't state it at the beginning, they're gonna roll you to the fucking river. And when it gets all the way to the end, they'll say, well, you never asserted your right at the beginning anyway. You know what I mean? So they already got you. Because you know what I mean? So you have to assert your rights at the beginning. Because then that's how they violate them. Because, you know, they knowingly and willingly went forward when you knew what the fuck you were talking about. When you don't know what you're talking about, they roll you all over. So be like, man, I tried this. I went to the court. I did this. I did that. They knew you didn't know what the fuck you were talking about. You know, you were talking about some sovereign citizen shit. How could you be talking about sovereign citizen when it's their rules? You're not even, everything that you say is on paper. It's them. That's the key. This is black magic and sorcery. So you're flipping the shit back on them. They can't fight it. That's how it works. It's how it works. It doesn't work where you make up your own shit. You know what I mean? You don't make up your own shit, and I'm this, and I got the right for this, and I got the right for that, and, you know, this, and the third, fourth, fifth, and sixth. No. It don't work like that. You don't make up your shit. and I got it right, and I'm the man, and I'm on the land, and I'm on. They don't want to hear that shit, man. They don't want to hear that shit. You know? Is City of Rochester still no right zone? The whole city's a no right zone. You know? So you see all that sovereign citizen. What? This is laws, man. This ain't sovereign citizen shit. It's not my belief. You know? So, you know, it is what it is. But yeah, so like I said, man, this is just easy, man. Like I said, I cannot wait to get that information, guys. They're gonna drag their ass on that, you know. But like I said, they got 90 days, man. You know, that's under their rules. You know, they got 90 days, and when I get that information on, I want to know that their registration process for when they purchased them damn vehicles, all the way up until they're registered. I need to know. I need to know how they're registered, how they're inspected, where they're inspected, where do they go for inspection. All the records, because it's all public. That's all our information. We pay for that. We need to know how and what is done. If they're exempt, guess what? We can be exempt. How can they be exempt? Doesn't even make any sense, does it? So we need to know that information, because guess what? Then we can get an inspection and be happy and ride around with, you know, whatever you want on the lights, on your own plates. And they got to register them in their system. Like I said, I'm going to have a TEU FU with a middle finger on it. And watch how that goes over. I'm telling you guys, we at a time where we can become free. You know, we're at a time where, you know, if they letting criminals free, they can let the light ones free. You know, you see New York City, you know, but yeah, man, this is stuff we gotta understand. And again, like I said, these officers, again, I'm not a cop hater. These guys are actually, you know, probably very nice guys. You know, they you know, it is what it is. I'm not a cop hater. I don't hate cops. I know where it comes from. Again, you could beat them up, but I didn't assault them. I didn't insult them or do anything. And then I'd say, hey, I get it. It's your job. You know what I'm saying? But at some point, you know, you gotta listen. You just can't just come speak, oh, you're a sovereign citizen. You're this, you're that. You know? Because now they're going against their own rules. He's defaming me and degrading me and putting me down and shit. Like what? You're engaging now, but you're behind the badge and you're putting me down. So what does that say? You know? Just because you don't like it, I mean, you're listening, you're conversing, you're talking. You know? You're going to say, if those sovereign citizen roll the window up, like what is that? That's not even, it's a fucking oxymoron. So... But yeah, shout out to all you guys. Hold on 1 second. Give me 1 second. Shout out to all you guys that's joining in. And hold on 1 second, guys. Like I said, I'm not a cop hater, never been. I bring it down to the individual man. But like I said, I hate what they do. You know, I know they're just doing their job, you know, but at some point, when is I'm just doing my job, too much. You know, is it really about? He even said he's watching the city decay right before his very eyes. Well, damn. Obviously, maybe they don't care. You know, we all watching it decay. You know, and it's by design, man. People just sitting and watching. You know, it's a huge. It's what's going on is a massive problem. All right, it's beyond massive. It's happening everywhere. I mean, even in New York. You know, because where I parked, I parked at some places in New York and walked at night. Man, the beast comes out at night, guys. The beast comes out at night, and I bet you it's like this in every city, man. Like, you see the craziest shit. It's like the purge, man. It's definitely here in Rochester. When the lights go down, it's like the purge, guys. Robberies, shootings, beatings, thefts, burglaries. It's like, okay, and it's always no suspects. Police chases, car crashes, carjackings. It's like Grand Theft Auto at night. It's pretty crazy, guys. And I'm watching it real time, every day. Amongst all this shit I do on the internet, I'm out here watching what's happening. And it's beyond crazy. So, all right, guys, I got some work to do, but I'll go over to, I think Zach's still alive, and he got one hell of a long drive. But, yeah, so peace and love, everybody.